Hey, Wes.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, so fuck you. You think I'm bitter about Japan. Fuck you.
Yeah, you are. Get over it.
Go to the corner and pout.
Come back to America for a while and you'll have some real complaints.
Come to Japan and you'll be complaining after 10 years.
That might be the case. I like to complain.
I guess I do too, man. I mean, it helps me relieve stress, and I like to vent. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but I'm also trying to give people a realistic view of what life in Japan is like.
Yeah, I don't pretend to understand. I've spent a year in Okinawa where they really didn't like us, and then I spent 6 weeks in Tokyo, so you're the expert on that. I do understand that.
Okay, man. So what do you think is so awesome about Japan?
One of the top things is transportation. Our transportation is thin and sparse in this country unless you are in like New York. And in Japan, it is just a complicated mesh. I can go anywhere, various ways, and in general, when I'm in a city, it's pretty affordable.
You're talking about public transportation, right?
Right. I don't need a car when I'm in Japan.
That's true, but I mean, you guys have it good because, okay, here gas is like $7-8 a gallon. You have to pay for every highway you use, and it comes out to like something like 50 cents a mile, which, I mean, like, okay, if you know California, driving from San Francisco to Los Angeles is about the same as driving from Osaka to Tokyo. Now, if you drive from Osaka to Tokyo, it costs about $200 just in highway fees. You haven't even put on gas yet.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Takai da yo.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you guys got it good.
All right. Okay. So there's benefits to both sides there. I did not know it was that expensive to use the freeways and such. Okay. Dental insurance and medical.
Yeah. I mean, the level of healthcare in America is, I mean, all the countries I've been to, it's the level of medical care in America is the highest, I think. I mean, it's pretty good here. It's not third world country here. It's definitely first world medical service. But, I don't know. I've been in some situations where they lacked professionalism, or the doctors didn't want to speak to me a lot because they thought I didn't understand what they were saying. So what do you got?
Well, it's just been my understanding that a lot of times when you have medical dental issues in the States, people end up in debt for the rest of their life. And in Japan, in general, it's not the case.
Yeah, we got it pretty good here because we have mandatory national health insurance. You go to the doctor, you only have to pay 30% of the bill, and your insurance pays the rest. So that's one good thing about it.
All right. Benefits to both sides. Let's talk about the fitness and attractiveness of people. Now, you've said before that when you visit the States, you like that there's a little bit more voluptuous ladies, and that, however, voluptuous is a spectrum. And in the United States, we are like, I've seen figures from 36 on up percent obese. If I stand in Tokyo at Shibuya Crossing and watch people for an hour, I'll be hard-pressed to see anybody fat. What do you got for that?
I like voluptuous girls, but not American voluptuous. I like Japanese voluptuous.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, what I mean is, like, a girl here in Japan will think she's fat, but from my American perspective, she's just a little chubby. But she thinks she's fat. I'm like, nah, you gotta go to America and see what fat is. You win.
We'll show her. I win that one. Yes!
Yeah.
All right, so...
what do you think about people's manners in America?
That's a huge one. That is where I think that you would get frustrated here, because I think that having been in Japan for a while, you probably don't even know how accustomed you've grown to people just being cognizant of you and giving a shit that you're there. Because in Southern California particularly, we have a really me, myself, and I culture. And for example, if you're in your area, the Kansai area, you stand on the left side of the escalator, right?
Yeah, I mean, everybody goes on the left side. Yeah.
Yeah, so that other people can pass by. In Tokyo, they stand on the right, so everybody can go on by on the left. In America, we stand wherever we want because we don't care what you're doing behind us.
Okay, yeah, so Japanese people definitely have that sense of considering other people's feelings, and yeah.
And that's so pervasive. In Japan, people stand to the side of the elevator because they're thinking somebody's coming off. You don't do that here. We're thinking about me. We're barging into the elevator as you come off, in general.
So people are barging.
Barging. This is a barging culture. I think in Japan I was amazed at how the traffic works because the cars and the bikes and the people just work. And the only explanation I could find for why that flows so smoothly is because people are working as a group as opposed to, onk, onk, you know, other finger. And what do you have to say about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would hate to be back in America again and hear some, big, here's some big jocular guy just fucking mouthing off on his phone, being freaking annoying, or, hearing people just being like, I know Americans, man. They're loud and like it's all about me. Like, look at me. I'm the center of attention. No, man. I would not. I do not want to be around that again. Honestly, I mean,
good.
I know I'm supposed to be. I know I'm supposed to be the dream crusher, but I gotta give it to you. You win on that one.
All right. Stay in Japan and keep telling us how bad it is.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right, man.